Hey everyone, this is something like 24, and before we go any further, I want to remind you to keep your phone verticals and click that full screen icon on the bottom right. Now, today we're going to be talking about the new the new set that they released, and it is a full box, so it's going to be kind of hard to get everything in it. It's called Electric Overload, and let's. I already took a look at it, but I haven't purchased anything just yet. I do have the 500 gems that they give you for whenever they release a a new set. But anyway, some of these cards are good, and the other ones they're decent. I would well, let's look at it, and then I'll tell you my opinions on the set. So first of all, Shinato, King of the Higher Plane. It's an alright card, I guess. You do have to send up. It's an 8-star ritual. This card can only be ritual summoned with a ritual spell card, Shinato's Arc. You must also tribute monsters whose total level equals 8 or more from the field or your hand. When this card destroys a defense position monster sends it to the graveyard at the start of the battle, inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to the original attack of the destroyed monster. So basically, it's just it's kind of a piercing effect that takes your opponent's attacks instead of doing like the difference. So it's alright overall. And I don't think rituals, or rather rituals of this type that really don't do anything but inflict damage, they really haven't been doing anything. The only ritual that's really has done anything was Relinquish, and that was about it. But we'll see what happens with Shinato. Let's go to the next one. The creator can actually tutor some OTKs, and you'll be seeing some decks running these cards in threes and maybe abusing the effect. But overall, it's a decent card. I'm not gonna say it's like the MVP of the other set, but it's good. Angmorl, the Fiendish Monarch. It's a decent card, and it makes you to where you can recycle enemy controllers or any other spell cards that you run multiples of. I'm not sure how well it would, or how good it's gonna be. We did get Treeborn Frog, so Treeborn Frog is gonna be making Monarchs a little bit better, and any level 5 and 6 monster way easier to summon. So be on the lookout for this guy, and maybe other Monarchs and other level 5 and 6s. Sharon the Mage. Once per turn you can discard one spell card, then target one spell trap card your opponent controls, destroy that card. So if you don't have Twister and you pull one of these guys, you can use up one of your spells. And basically, well, it's kind of a replacement for MST and not Twister, which, I mean, it's something that we do need because we don't have that much spell and trap card destruction. So this is a welcome addition, and I'm pretty sure a lot of high meta decks are going to be running this card. Thunder Neon. So 1900 attack, but it has to have another light monster out on the field. It's going to be, I guess you can run a straight up Thunder Fairy beatdown deck now, since you are gonna get also a field spell to power everything up. So this card's gonna be interesting to see. Heavy mech support armor. I'm not entirely sure why it's an ultra rare, but if this card is normal summon, you can target one union monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Once per turn, you can either target one machine type monster you control, equip this card to the target, or unequip this card and special summon it. Your opponent cannot target a monster equipped with this card with card effects. Also, if the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle, card effect destroy this card instead. So that's basically your basic union monster. I'm not sure why it's not rare. It should have been a super rare, or just a rare like everything else. Maybe the effect that it makes kind of your monster immune to almost most of the effects that it targets them. But overall, I don't see why it's an ultra rare. Maybe they were out of space for ultra rare cards. Mecha Phantom Beast. This card is gonna be decent in real life. It never really took out or took off. It does create tokens, which is good, I guess. But other than that, doesn't really do anything else. We'll see how it's gonna be going forward. Maybe you might be using the tokens for tributes. Who knows? We'll see. This I think is the MVP of the whole box, because once you get Treeborn Frog, it's just an endless monster. You can just keep tributing and tributing and tributing. And this card, when used with enemy control, is just completely ridiculous. Because you can activate enemy controller's effect to take control of one of your opponent's monster. So you tribute the Treeborn Frog during the standby phase. You take control of their monster. The Treeborn Frog comes out again, since it's still the standby phase, and then you can, if you have another enemy controller, you can go ahead and enemy controller again. So overall, I think this is the MVP of the whole set. So hopefully I can pull a couple of them. And I think it's one of the only cards that I want, that and the two other field spells that I really am looking for. XYZ-Dragon Cannon. Alright, so you can discard one card, then target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. I can see why it's an ultra rare, but if they wanted people to play this deck, they should have made it to how they made everything else. I think everything else is a rare or a common. However, I think that the fact that it can destroy a card on the field by discarding one makes it a little bit better. And for every or all of the XYZ monsters, you don't really have to use polymerization. You just have to tribute the monsters on your field or in your graveyard. So, not your graveyard, but your hand, I think. Must ready to special summon from your extra deck by banishing the above cards from your control. So you do not use polymerization. So yeah, you have to control them, not on your hand. So overall, I think there's going to be a lot of people trying it. And with the new field spell cards that they released, those monsters are extremely big. Everything, I think it's like 1,500 attacks. So with the field, they become 2,000. So it's a welcome addition. This one has, there is really no point for it to be an ultra rare. This card really never did anything in real life. And the Duel Links, I think you might be seeing a couple of people playing it and trying to OTK your opponent with, since you only have 4,000 life points. So you might be you might have to watch out for that. Some ninja decks are going to be able to do a massive amount of damage, like within the second turn or third turn. So watch out for this card. And I don't know if I want to make a deck around it, but we'll see if we pull enough. All right, so the super rares. Hino Kakasuji wipes out your opponent's hand, I think. Flip. Inflicts battle damage to your opponent. They discard all cards. So yeah. So it's basically like a Yaraguratsu, but not really, because it just gets rid of the hand, not the draw. It's an alright card. It requires 2 tributes, so it's not as great, and cannot be special summoned. So you do have to tribute 2 cards in order for you to get it out. General Gantala of the Ice Barrier. It's a decent card, not that great, I don't think, unless you run the Ice Barriers. Yamada Dragon, I let you draw cards up to 5. It's okay. In real life, all the spirits didn't really do anything. There were some gimmicky decks out there that I think top 32 at one time, if I remember correctly. But other than that, they really didn't do anything. The fact that you have to tribute and then they come back, it's just, I don't know, it's too much. I mean, you can maybe abuse the fact that you draw 5 cards, but we'll see what it does. Gen X Ally Power Cell, other face-up monster you control with the same attribute as this card gains 500. So, all dark monsters might be getting a boost from this. You might be seeing a couple copies of this in a Fiend deck, or maybe something else. Herald of Creation, this kind of tutors the Dark Creator, or the Creator, not the Dark Creator. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 level 7 or higher monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Ninja card, Grandmaster Sasuke. Same thing with the little Sasuke Samurais, that it destroys defense position monsters. However, this one has the restriction to where it has to be face up. Machina Peacekeeper, Machina Peacekeeper, I'm not really sure how you say it. This card, for now, isn't really that great. It's just when this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Union monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, you can either target 1 machine type monster you control, or equip this card to the target. So, and equip this card and special summon it in face up attack position. Monster can only be equipped with 1 Union monster at a time. Your equipped monster would be destroyed. Destroy this card instead. So your basic Union monster. However, this can search for more Union monsters. And the key to this card, it's not good at all right now, but it will be a little bit better once the whole Machina whole archetype comes out. So once they do come out, this card would be a little bit better, and so you might want to get a couple copies of it. Mystic Plasma Zone, I think it's what's gonna make, or what makes this box. This and the Treeborn Frog and the other field spell, because it's just ridiculous to what they do and how much attack points it gives. What it does is increase the attack of all dark monsters by 500 points and decrease their defense by 400 points. So we're basically seeing monsters that are 1800 that are dark. So increase that by 500 and they just become absolute monsters. So this card is going to be one of the cards to look out for in this set. The other one would be Luminous Spark, and it does the same thing, but it does it for light monsters. So we're getting to a point to where the meta is going to be all about effect monsters. I'm thinking the attacks aren't going to be that much of a problem anymore because everybody's going to have a high attack monster. They're going to be like most of the standard monsters are going to be like 22, 23 attack. So we're gonna start to go into where it's all about the effect monsters and what the effect monsters can do. And to be honest, that's kind of what I like. I don't like this whole whoever has the bigger beat stick wins. So we'll see how this does. Double magical armbind, really no point for this card to exist. Isn't that great, and I don't see many people using it. Tribute 2 monsters and target 2 face-up monsters your opponent controls. Take control of both targets into your end phase. That's maybe like late game you might be able to play it. Basically, it's 2 enemy controllers in one. Not too sure about it. We'll see what it does. Soul Transition. This actually has a lot of potential. If you control no special summon monsters, tribute 1 face up level 4 normal summon or set monster. Draw 2 cards. You can only activate 1 Soul Transition per turn. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this card. So basically right now, there's really not much special summoning going on. So this card is going to be a card to look out for. And I do think it has potential since you are drawing 2 cards and you're getting rid of one of the level 4 monsters. So we'll see what it does. Judgment of Thunder destroys a card on the field whenever you summon a Thunder monster. So it's okay, I guess. It's not game breaking or anything. It's just alright. And then we get to the rares, and the rares aren't really that great. Just some Gen X ally support, some ninja support, and of course you have the XYZ monster machine type things, and then some union support. But unions didn't really do much. One of the cards that are normal, I guess rare, that I do like is this guy, Brain Crusher. I think I might be able to do a deck around it to where you can just take control of a ton of monsters. What it does is once per turn during the end phase, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and set it to the graveyard this turn while you destroyed monsters. I completely got lost. So this turn, don't go back. So this turn while you controlled it, you can target one of those destroyed monsters in the graveyard and special summon that target. So basically it's when you destroy a monster, you can special summon it back. Other things, the frog thing, with the Death Frog theme came out. Also the Poison Draw Frog, I think, and where is it at? This card, you do want to keep a couple copies of it, so don't trade them in. They do become really good in the future. Calculator it's decent. It's not completely broken. But once you Bill and all those other high-level monsters get released, it does get better. The Creator Incarnate, where you can contribute this card to someone, the Creator from your hand, so it's decent. What else was in there? The Knights are also decent. Some of the Mecha Phantoms, not that great yet, but they never really take off. Even in the competitors in real life scene, they're just decent. The Tadpole, there's actually a way to do an OTK with him, but I think you need a couple more cards that haven't been released yet. I do like the Metal Armor Bug. It's to where you can start making a Demise deck with it, and hopefully they release Doom Dozer and Demise here soon, so you can make an OTK out of it. And I think that was about it that was interesting in this box. So let's go ahead and see if we can open some boxes and maybe pull a Treeborn Frog and some of the field spells. Really the only thing I want are the boxes. I don't really care for anything else. Maybe the Creator. I don't think I want to build the Creator deck. Well, we'll see. But we'll see what we pull. Let's go ahead and get to the pack openings. Alright, we're gonna do the 10 packs. And let's see. I think the video is getting way too long, so I might do some more pack openings tomorrow. Alright, so purchase for 5. And let's see what we get. Jack's Crusher, Rebound, and the Creator Incarnate. Shore Knight, Magma, and another Creator Incarnate. Let's see, hopefully an ultra rare. Death Croaking, Shinato's Arc, and there's a Mystic Plasma, so that's awesome. So hopefully we can get the second one, so we can go ahead and do a Fiend deck for later today. Alright, hopefully another ultra, or at least a super. Lucky Punch, Fabled Topi, Judgment of Thunder. Not what I want or was looking for, but I mean it's a welcome addition to the collection. Nature's Reflection, then it's Soldier, Soul Transition. We'll see if we can if we can make that card kind of broken. DLC Frog, Senior Silver Ninja, Ninja of Destruction. Right, hopefully this is an ultra rare because it has those letterings on the back, but it's not glowing, so it might be a rare. It's a rare. Scary Moth. Each player can only special summon one monster once per turn. Fabled Topi, General, Leonardo the Ice Barrier, and XYZ-Dragon Cannon. Alright, decent, but not great. Dode Tengu, February. XY, so we have XY and XC, so that's fine, I guess. So only 3 super rares out of that. Let's see if we can pull some other things. Let's do 3 packs plus, or it's just 3 packs. Alright, so 3 packs, let's see what we get. And I think we should get to the 10 packs plus the SR. I think that's as far as we're gonna go. Strategist of the Ice Barrier. Alright, the super rare, this one I think. That is if they haven't changed the animation on it. Yeah, so Hino Kagasuji, a spirit monster. Not too crazy about the spirit monsters. Summoning Curse, Chingle Light, and Unifrog. Okay, and then let's do the 3 packs plus an SR. Let's see what we get. Hopefully we get another Plasma Sun for our SR. Shinato, Magic Triangle, the Ice Barrier, and Frontline Base. Calming Magic, Single Purchase, and X-Head Cannon. And the last one is first Premature Return, and then our super rare would be hopefully a Mystic Plasma Sun or a Luminous Spark would be fine also. But knowing my luck, I might get one of the Spirits Watch. Or the Gen Exile Parasol. Otherwise I'm much control with the Symmetry. I mean, it's gonna be. I guess it's gonna be a decent card. It's basically a Mystic Plasma Sun in monster form. And then let's do the 10 packs plus the SR, and then that'll be everything we'll be opening today. And probably we'll be opening some more stuff tomorrow. Alright, so 10 packs plus an SR. Let's see what we get. Hopefully we pull an ultra. We haven't pulled any ultra rares yet. XYZ-Dragon Cannon, alright. This is gonna be the regular rare or a super rare. Oh, there's a Brain Crusher, that's awesome. White Dragon, so regular rare. Nothing on this one. Or maybe just a hollow rare. Flame Armor Ninja, Booby Trap E, another Higos Kagasuji. We might be trying to deck out with him then, I guess, since we have 2 of them. Dimension Explosion, Mystic Condor, Ninja of Destruction. Dice Knight, Death Frog, and Newman. Need to play a special summon monster with 1800 or less attack. There's not many special summoning of monsters going on right now. White Ninja, Fushinotori, and roll out. Come on, give us an ultra rare. Black Dragon Ninja. And it's I think that my opinion on them making one of the ninja trap cards ultra rares made it to where it's extremely hard to run that deck consistently. They should have made that at least a super rare or maybe just a regular rare so people had access to it. Metal Armor Bug, Rebound, another XZ. So only one super rare of that one, and then our confirmed super rare is gonna be another Hino Kagasuji. So that's 3 Hino Kagasuji. So we're gonna be doing a deck maybe later today or tomorrow. Even though I really don't like it, but we'll give it a try and see how it works. What time? Well, let's go ahead and do the 12 packs, I guess. Alright, so this is 12 packs Pleasant SR. Let's see. We haven't gotten a single ultra rare, so hopefully we get at least 2 out of this one. Rebound, but knowing my luck, we probably won't get a single ultra rare. We'll just get another Hino Kagasuji and a Yamura Dragon, probably, knowing my luck. White Ninja, Winged Tortoise. Alright, this might be super rare. Or it's just a regular rare. That X Army. Shy Reliever, a Death Frog, and Scary Mouth. So really not pulling anything. I might have to reset the box maybe. White Ninja and XYZ Cannon. Yeah, this is always my luck with there's another Brain Crusher with boxes. Usually I never pull anything good, and this is gonna be the same thing. Death Frog again. Electric Overload. Calming Magic. Unifrog. Buoy Trapper. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say that we're not gonna be pulling a single good thing out of this box. That's gonna be another super rare watch. So Duck Fighter, Treasure Map, I told you, Mechana Peacekeeper, not that great. Turnabout, Blue Dragon Ninja. So all my pulls were complete trash, I think. But oh well, that's how it is. And then my confirmed SR is going to be another Hino Kagasuji. Knowing my luck. Oh, it's a Machina Peacekeeper. Alright, I guess. At least it wasn't another Hino Kagasuji. But anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today. I don't want to keep my my luck or that luck that I'm having right now going. I really didn't pull a single good thing out of this box. Just the Hino Kagasujis, and that was basically about it. But anyways, that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. And if you enjoy my content, do subscribe. I guess I'll see you guys either later today or tomorrow.